Hey, bookish friends. I have a book haul. I'm going to film it in two parts because I don't have much turnaround time for next week's video. So I'm just going to start with the ones I've already gotten. Last week, I think it was, I went to my Goodwill and it was 40% off. And they had a whole stack of Agatha Christie's. And with the sale, I made them like 50 cents a piece for the paperbacks. I thought I had gotten ones I hadn't read before. I got home, went to go put them in Goodreads. I have actually already read Ordeal by Innocence, so I might just unhaul this one. Not the biggest fan of this cover anyway. It's okay. I did find Peril at End House, and this one has actually been on my want to read list for quite a while. 3 near fatal accidents in 3 days as Miss Buckley told of her narrow brush with death. Hercule Poirot felt a thrill of fear. Were these accidents or attempted murder? I could tell from the cover it was a Poirot. I've already seen kind of a spoilery. Ooh, there's a cast of characters. Oh, it's Hastings. I might not like that one this much. I think I already watched a spoilery video on this one, so it won't be very much of a mystery. But I was still really interested in reading it. No seaside town in the south of England is, I think, as attractive as St. Lou. Okay. I also got Sad Cypress, another Poirot. I have another one in this style of cover. Cousins by marriage and lovers by inclination. Okay. Roddy and Eleanor were the ideal match. He loathed any display of emotion while she was composed at all times. Then they got an anonymous letter warning that their rich Aunt Laura was thinking of cutting them off, and their perfect world vanished. Roddy did the unthinkable and fell in love, and Eleanor found herself charged with murder. When Hercule Poirot is hired to uncover the truth, even the inimitable Belgian detective is stumped for a time. Prologue. Eleanor Catherine Castle. You stand charged upon this indictment with the murder of Mary Gerard upon the 27th of July last. Are you guilty or not guilty? And the last one I picked up is the 7 Dials mystery. Danger comes by sevens. In a suicide's room, 7 clocks tick ominously, and the last words of a dying friend are 7 dials. The enigmatic sevens lead dapper Jimmy Thesiger and his dashing cohort to bundle Brent to a Soho club. There they learn of the 7 Dial Society, 7 masked conspirators who meet in a secret room to talk about stealing scientific secrets and about hushing up murder. That amiable youth, Jimmy Thesiger, came racing down the big staircase at Chimneys 2 steps at a time. Chimneys. I think I read The Secret of Chimneys maybe last year. And another Agatha Christie, but not from that haul. My mother put in a thrift book order and she had a credit, so she let me throw in this one, Spider's Web. Actually, I think Spider's Web is a play, so this was adapted as a novel by Charles Osborne. Clarissa, the young wife of a Foreign Office diplomat, delights in tweaking the sensibilities of her more serious friends by playing a game she calls Supposing, imagining a difficult situation and finding out how people would respond. But Clarissa's lighthearted game becomes deadly serious when she discovers the body of an unknown person in her own drawing room. Ooh, this has big font. Yay. Copplestone Court, the elegant 18th century home of Henry and Clarissa Hailsham Brown, set in gently undulating hilly country in Kent, looked especially attractive in the moonlight which illuminated its facade on a clear, chilly evening in March. Whew. That was a mouthful. And on the other side, a fantasy, I purchased a copy of Saints and Monsters by Ellen McGinty. I won another gift card from the Celebrate Lit Readers group. No. Sorry. Wrong. I won this from the Mosaic collection. We're giving a gift card away to people for who were promoting Skipping Winter, which I did. That's how I got this one. So sorry. So I used that to purchase this. This was the last book left on my 25 to read in 2025 list that I either did not have a copy of or could not get from my library. I think this is independently published. What could be worse than a stolen heart? With her crooked spine and reckless heart, Princess Mira always knew she wasn't meant to become queen of Ezo. But when her sister, the rightful heir, is cursed on the eve of her coronation, Mira must defend her kingdom from ruthless invaders by taking the throne. Yet, while some countries have simple coronations, in Ezo, the princess must first claim a sea dragon. Morning begins with the cry of dragons. Decent first sentence. The other fantasy book I purchased, actually, I have another one coming in the mail, and I'm going to film the second part of this, so I'll talk about that one when it arrives. I did purchase a copy of Winter's Chill. It was on sale on Amazon, so I snatched up a copy to complete my Morgan L. Bussey collection. Fighter, emissary, and long-lost daughter. Brigid has one mission as she returns to the north, to warn her people of the oath that binds them. But the mountains are treacherous, and snow comes early, leaving her on death's doorstep until she has an unexpected encounter that not only reveals a secret about her past, but also brings new allies into her life. Meanwhile, the healer Caden must come to terms with the awakening of his Eldarn power. With winter approaching and the war on hold, he ventures to the White City to uncover his heritage. This is book 2. Let's see if the first sentence is spoilery. A chill as cold as winter hung in the air as the sun began to rise. I've actually already read that one, so it's just going to go on my shelf. And I really loved it. Ooh, forgot. Enclave for their hardbacks always does really stunning foil work under the dust jacket. So that's one. And Dare, the new way to end anxiety and stop panic attacks. A friend from church recommended this one as she also can deal with panic attacks over certain things, and I often find myself dealing with anxiety if I am facing something out of my routine, so I thought this could be good for me. Do not read this book if you want to just manage your anxiety. There's a new way to treat anxiety, but few of us have ever heard it. Most people are advised to either just manage their anxiety or medicate it away. If you're tired of just managing your anxiety problem, then follow the new breakthrough approach explained by Mary McDonough's latest book, Dare. Based on hard science and years of experience helping people who suffer from anxiety, Barry McDonough has perfected the way to overcome anxiety and get people back living life to the fullest. Sorry. Introduction. You're the cure. The very first thing to be aware of as we set off on this journey is that it's okay not to feel okay. I'm not sure if I'll get to this before the end of the year or if it's gonna go on my 26 to read in 2026 list. Whew. I'm thinking about next year. That's all I have for now. I have another book coming, and I have plans to go thrifting this weekend, so I may or may not find anything for myself. I did go to a thrift store today and didn't find anything for myself, but if you want me to include books I get for my kids, please let me know. And if you want me to include puzzles, let me know, because we're getting into puzzling season, and I might just pick up some more puzzles. And yeah, I'll be back with another clip. Okay, it's been a few days longer than I had hoped, but we traveled and we got home, and when we got home my husband was running a fever of 101.6. So yeah, haven't had time to film. That's okay. This will go up late, and that's okay. So I did have a chance to go thrifting. Didn't really find anything for myself, except I did find this Hymns, a study on classic hymns, volume 1. This is by the Daily Grace Co. And it has not been filled in at all. Doesn't say anything on the book about it. But it was 50 cents and it was free. So I thought I would give it a try. Looks like there's 4 weeks. It's really pretty on the inside. There's that. And I found the All-American Outhouse, Stories, Design, and Construction. This is going to be a white elephant gift for my in-laws. White elephant exchange. And while I was gone, my copy of Caller by J.J. Fisher came in. This one is What If You Could Edit Memories with a Single Touch? The world that was is gone, lost everything except living memory, but remembering comes at a terrible price. 62 years after the apocalypse, a new society has emerged from the ashes of the old world, where highly valued memories are traded and nostalgia is worth dying and even killing for. That's a nice map. Love a good map. Prologue. Chapter 1. Are you sure you can handle this, Miss Winter? And let's see what's a little white bird cover. And finally, I purchased a copy of The Life-Giving Table by Sally Clarkson. Nurturing Faith Through Feasting, One Meal at a Time. I really loved her Life-Giving Table this year. No, Life-Giving Home this year. When Sally Clarkson sets a table in her home, it's more than just a place and a time to eat and run. It's an opportunity to gather as family and friends, to connect and to commune, to open children's hearts to lively discussions that will feed their faith, and to enjoy the beauty and bounty of God's creation. Chapter 1. Candles flickered with the brush of the evening breeze floating through our Colorado deck, awash with the fragrances of geraniums and roses. And with that, that is all the books I purchased this month. It's a lot, but I did find several at the thrift store. I won a gift card. My mother got me one. So, yes, let me know if you got a good book this month. I have more to film, so until next week, happy reading!